Hey there. Just checking in for day 167 of 365 days of Ask How Do I Love Myself Today? Loving myself today by how am I loving myself today? Because I haven't really thought about it. Maybe that's why I'm just checking in. It's been a really busy day. I'm taking care of animals, and so some days it doesn't feel as easy to come up with something to say. So that's I'm just going to keep this really short. And so putting my hand on my heart. Oh, Harry, you're here. Should I bring you on? Would you come on with me? I might say more than one thing. uh, so you can do this with me, putting your hand on your heart and taking a breath in and out. Marilyn, hello. Marilyn McGowan, haven't seen you in forever. You'd come on with me? Thank you so much, Harry. Okay. So, I'm adding you. I'm getting my guest added. In fact, I was unable to get my guest added the other day. Oh, it's connected to you, no problem. Harry, you're
How
here.
are you? Finally made it.
Yes, yeah. I've just been really busy today running around getting things done, and it's instead of being sunny San Diego, we're having some mist, and I have this responsibility right here. He yeah, that
Wow,
that
he can
yeah,
jump.
he's a jumper. In fact, that's probably why he was a rescue. He's my
Right.
sister's dog, and he's amazing. I mean, he is, and he needs a lot of love. I'm outside, he's inside, he wants to be with me. I'm inside, he's outside, he wants to be with me.
Of course he wants to be with you.
Oh, Harry, you are the sweetest. So
Well,
how are you loving yourself to what's that?
I can imagine him climbing that tree behind you.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he probably would if he thought it would get him closer to me or to his mom.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, actually, this is precious. You got to see this. So now the other foster fail. Oh, whoops. It, she, he was grooming him. Oh
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Oh, are they going to come
He,
back?
he probably thinks he's
Yes.
a cat and she probably thinks she's a dog.
Yeah, definitely. So we have grooming happening here, which the dog needs, and I'm going to be doing some of that. But anyway.
So I salute your persistence, Gwen.
Oh, thank you so much, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 167 days. What
Yeah,
was I
plus
thinking?
there's going to be ups and downs, but I mean, well, you probably got a book at the end of this.
Probably. I don't know. I guess we'll go back and find out how many things I actually shared. I guess I was going to share, hand on your heart and just taking some deep breaths and bringing yourself to to being present and knowing that you're worth loving. And I know that I woke up this morning and I had something really, really awesome that I wanted to talk about. And, I got busy with all the animals. I have 10 or 11 animals now with the dog to take care of right now, and 10 cats and the dog. And as soon as I started working and getting them, the boxes cleaned and the food and the water and the attention, it was like, what was that I was going to talk about? I have no clue. I
Well,
should have written it down.
putting your hand on your heart's a great start. And there was a
Yeah.
question on Cora the other day, why is listening to a heartbeat so reassuring? And of
Mm.
course, it's because that's the first sound you hear in utero as a fetus.
Yeah, and the heart's the first thing formed as well.
And it imprints
Or
powerfully in your
the first organ formed, and it
first organ.
imprints.
It imprints in
Mm.
your auditory system because it's the sound that's there in the basement. When your auditory system starts working from about 16 to 18 weeks, it's what the fetus hears every
Oh,
minute,
that's
every
beautiful.
hour, every day, and it's mum's heartbeat.
Yeah, and hi Maggie. Maggie just joined us and gave us lots of love.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh, two of her favorite people. Aw, thank you, Maggie. So what? Yeah, why don't you share more of what you do, Harry, and share how you're loving yourself today? I mean, I know
I'm
that
loving myself today
yes.
while we slept in, and we had boiled eggs in bed with, of course, beautiful espresso coffee. You've seen the espresso coffee machine.
Yes.
And we read the paper,
Wow.
which is one of my
Oh.
treats. I love reading the weekend paper. It's a big broad sheet, and caught up with all of
And
that.
the news there is and the news there is a lot different than it here is here in the States. You're from you're in Canberra, Australia, correct?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the news is international in the weekend paper, so I read about the crime wave in London and so on, stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Last night we went to an open day at the Glassworks, which is a recycle power station, and they had all these wonderful activities for kids. So one of the activities was a whole lot of empty jam jars, and each kid was given one, and then they were allowed to fill it with a variety of different glass beads and paper shapes which they cut out, and toy
Oh,
animals, and they could make it into a kaleidoscope because a lot of the paper was mirrored, and then it was taped up, and they took that with them around the rest of the exhibit. So that was pretty cool.
oh, that's fabulous. I love that. And
And then
I
we,
wanted to say, Maggie, thank you so much for all those hearts. I was really feeling those. It wasn't just seeing them, but I really felt them, and I really want to say I appreciate that. I will let you continue, Harry. Thank you.
and then we went round, and there'd been a competition amongst the kids for the best animal drawing, and then the glass makers were making that in 3D, which took them 3 hours.
Oh my gosh. So a glassmaker created something that a child had drawn?
They did a competition for the drawing for the most fantastic animal, and then a group of glass makers made it live as a demonstration to the audience, because you can watch them making the glass. There's room for about 50 people to watch.
Oh my gosh. And what was this event again?
It's called Night Markets. Look, I'll post something on my Facebook page. You can have a look. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It was so cold though.
If you could post a link to this video as well, that would be really helpful.
How would I do that?
Oh, after we're done,
Oh, yes. Okay.
you can go back and and like it and add it or share it or
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. Will do.
Aw.
So that was
Um,
fun. We're in the middle of a cold snap. So for us, a cold snap is maximums of about 9 degrees
yeah.
Celsius.
So
So
yeah,
that's
so not
pretty
even close to
cold.
freezing.
Now, come on, that's tough for me.
Yeah, I get it. I'm in San Diego too, and it's gray and misting today, and there's been a breeze. So my jacket has holes in it because it's for walking and
Yeah,
exercising.
yeah,
And I'm like, ooh, I'm cold.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's summer here, almost.
yeah. So I've been networking quite a lot. I've started doing that in networking groups around town, and that's been fun. And I've
Fabulous.
got my program for mums. Going to launch that this half, so that's going to be good.
Yeah. So can you share a little bit about the work that you do with
Sure,
moms and with children and who your target is
love
or
to.
your
So what the kids that I love working with are bright and sensitive and struggle to learn, but often they're unseen because they're bright. So they've got lots of ways of compensating and hiding their struggles. And what
yeah.
I love doing is helping them to rediscover a love of learning, to build their self-esteem, and to get the grades they deserve. But along the way, I realize, of course, a lot of the work I do is with the mums, because their kids, to some extent, are a reflection of them and their state. And so if I do work on the mums, I can help them to both support their kids and also create a happier, nurturing environment at home, which is what really drives kids to perform. And
Oh,
so I've built a program for mums, and we're going to launch it this half.
fabulous. That's so good, Harry. I know that the work that you do is so needed, and I really appreciate that you're stepping up and doing that work and that you have that passion.
Yeah, so we're doing a workshop next month called "The Art of Guilt-Free Parenting and Connections."
Oh my gosh, guilt-free parenting? Is it possible?
Well, yeah, and I've put a little TM on it, and I've reserved the domains just in case it sticks.
I love it. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you scratch a little bit, and there's so much guilt. It's just, I don't know, maybe we're all good Catholics, I'm not sure.
no, I wasn't raised a good Catholic, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
My, my dad said he got enough religion from the nuns the 2 years he was in school from the nuns that at the end of a ruler that he didn't want to put it on his kids. Uh,
So let
uh,
me ask you a question. What have you learned
yes.
about loving yourself this week?
Oh, wow. I've learned a lot this week. If I can think what all I've learned and remember it all, that's the challenge. And I've been noticing that the more that I've been loving myself and being, open about it and sharing about it, that the more relaxed that I've actually gotten in some respects, or the more sensitive that I've gotten to other people. It's like it's opened up my empathy um, so much that the other day I got up and I was like, I felt like the whole universe was against me. And it was like, what is going on? Because I know that the universe is for me and that, it's um, my partner in creation. And, I have a really great relationship with the universe. Um, I mean, I believe in God, the universe, and the mother,
Mm.
which is the planet Earth, Gaia. And, and I'm, where is this coming from? And I realized it's not me. So I've gotten way better by loving myself. I've gotten way better at recognizing when what I'm feeling is not mine. And a few hours later, I was on a call with a client that was continuing, and she was thinking the universe is being so obnoxious with me. It's like everything. It's against me, and it has created an opportunity for her to actually step up, which she was actually able to turn it around because of the work that we've been doing together. She was actually able to turn it around, and it's going to help her female leader, because I'm working with feminine leaders. So she's a feminine leader who now is going to have a female boss instead of a male boss, but a female boss that everyone hates because she doesn't deal with emotions well. And she was actually able to talk with her about that. And so by loving myself more, I recognized that the universe is against me wasn't mine. And then so funny to find out that it was the client that I was going to be talking to in a couple of hours. So recognizing more and more how sensitive that I've become to what's going on around me and an energetic level. That's been a really really big thing. And things that that in the past I would question, and now it's like really clearly, oh, this isn't mine, or oh, this is mine, and this is, and being able to express much better when, like if somebody says something and I have a reaction to it, to be able to create a container and say, would you be willing to hear how I felt about what you just said? And so it's opened my ability to communicate in a much gentler way, and also to not just bury it inside of myself
Mm.
and eat myself up with it. I fired my mean boss. Um, that was huge, and and recognizing that the things that hold me back are fear from the past. And so recognizing that when I start feeling a fear, going, okay, where is this fear from? And is this new, or is this an old fear? And if it's an old fear, it's like, is it valid anymore? It's not valid anymore. So being able to just love the that part of me that wants to hold on to my old fears, that's been huge. And I know that that's helping me move forward in ways that I'm not even seeing yet. So thank you for asking the question. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's awesome. And I remember many years ago I was in Java listening to a spiritual leader, and he said to me, you can think a thought, and that, of course, can have the power of an arrow if it's in any way directed to anybody. And if you say it, it then gets a bigger presence. But of course, yeah, we can be all affected by other people's thoughts as you are, as you're becoming more sensitive. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Join my world.
Yes. Cool. Well, I think that then I wanted to keep it short today, and I really appreciate you coming on with me and Maggie for giving us all the love and everyone else that joined us. And there's someone in there now, but I can't see who it is. I can just see their face. So hi, whoever you are. Thank you for joining. And I'd like to go ahead and wrap it up by saying, if there's a way that in the past you were able to love yourself and you haven't done it recently, go ahead and do that today. Give yourself some love in the way that works best for you. Because I could give you a lot of suggestions, and I do on occasion give suggestions, like the hand on the heart is a good place to start, as Harry says. In fact, let's wrap up that way. Let's go ahead and put our hands on our heart and take a breath in and out and in again and out. And then breathing normally, notice what you notice about the space between your hand and your heart. There might be a temperature there, and maybe a sensation. There could be movement and a direction to that movement. But whatever it is, whatever you've got there going on underneath your hand, or in the space between your hand and your heart, just notice it. And take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly press your hand into your heart and let it go. There you go. Thank you. And with that, go and love yourself. Have a great day. Thanks so much,
Love
Harry.
you. See you.